Coming up on this week's show,
we'll start off with a 60-second interview featuring Mrs. Volkman.
Then later on, we'll hear the latest in sports.
Settle an ongoing debate between Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
All that and more coming up, so stay tuned because Friday Lightning starts right now.
Last week's interview with Mrs. Malazzo ended with a nomination for gym teacher, Mrs. Volkman.
Let's take a look and learn a little bit more about her.
Thanks, guys. Olivia here with Ms. Volkman in another week of lightning rounds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, start the clock in 3, 2, 1, go. Tell us a little bit about your workout routine.
My personal workout routine, I take Orange Theory classes usually twice a week, and then I kind of do exercises on my own or take other classes at a Lifetime gym.
Awesome. And what made you want to become a gym teacher?
I've always liked sports. I've enjoyed working with children, so I put those two activities together, and here we are.
Awesome. And how long have you been teaching?
I'm finishing my 14th year teaching.
Awesome. And did you play any sports in high school?
I was a 3-sport athlete in college, in high school, and I played 2 sports in college.
Awesome. Do you have a high school or college coach that you look up to?
I have definitely 1 or 2 that stands out from high school and college, yes.
What is your biggest pet peeve about teaching?
My biggest pet peeve about teaching? Well, obviously, since I'm a PE teacher, students not coming dressed to class is one of my biggest pet peeves.
All right, and that's all the time we have for today. I just have one more question for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, who would you like to nominate next?
We're going to go with Mr. Tionic.
All right, you heard it here. Get ready for next week. I'm Olivia Howell. See you next time.
Tune in next week to learn more about Mrs. Volkman's nominee.
But for now, here's your weekly sports update with Penny and Sarah.
Hello, Storm Nation. Let's kick off this week's show with the details from the Rivalry Bartlett games.
The boys varsity basketball team beat Bartlett last Friday with a score of 49-46. The boys won 2 games last week, including taking a win against Romeoville. There was a great turnout of students, so let's continue the support tonight at SCHS while they take on Larkin at 7 p.m. at Larkin High School's gym.
And the girls varsity basketball Bartlett match last Friday was a close game, but the Storm fell 53-45. They also fell to Glenbard South last Tuesday. Their next game is this Tuesday at home against West Chicago High School.
And in other sports, the varsity cheer team took second at the Buffalo Grove Invite, missing first by only .13 to the returning state champs.
They ended up scoring the highest point in school history, though.
And to hear more about the invite and the season, we had the opportunity to talk with junior Maya Lyons, one of our very own South Elgin varsity cheerleaders.
A normal cheer comp is usually a lot of screaming and a lot of just eyes on you because it's one mat and everyone's only watching you, so every mistake you make, but every accomplishment that you make while you're on the mat, it's just kind of scary but at the same time really fun because you get to make everybody else happy, just to make sure to keep the energy up. And if I'm not doing something while someone else is, you make sure you cheer them on and make sure your whole team energy is up. You can't let them know that you are tired. A lot of people, when they think of cheer, they just think of sideline, but there's just so much more creativity to it and scoring. There's about 10 different sections that you get scored on, and you only have one performance to get something right, and you don't have a whole entire game to get something right. So it's just the practicing outside and just all the pressure that's onto that one performance. I feel like we have that one chance. It's not every day that you get to be a part of something that's such a big legacy. So being able to score the highest point just in SCHS cheer history, it's very different and also at the same time very stressful because there's a lot of pressure on you. But it's also really fun because like I said, it's not every day that you get to be a part of something so big and break the tradition.
Lastly, girls bowling placed third in the Prospect Invitational. Special congrats to Brianne Augustine, Carly Cesario, and Monica Darrow for placing in the top 20 for individuals.
And special shout out to JV girls bowling team for playing well against varsity-only teams in the DeKalb tournament. A special congrats goes to Delaney Brown for winning the Queen of the Hill Bowl.
And that's it for this week of sports. For Friday Lightning, I'm Sarah Richardson.
And I'm Penny Koptukakis. Back to you guys.
And just an update since the recording, the varsity dance team won the Upstate 8 Conference Champion title on Wednesday.
I guess we'll have to check in with one of the dancers about that next week.
But moving on to a competition that's still going on, the contest for the best chicken sandwich.
Let's take it outside the school and to the restaurants to see who holds the crown, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes.
A big trend right now is the Popeyes chicken sandwich versus the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. So we decided to try them out ourselves. We went to Chick-fil-A and Popeyes to see who in fact had the better chicken sandwich.
Can I have 3 classic chicken sandwiches, please? Can I have 3 Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, please? Hello, I'm Emily.
I'm Abby.
And I'm Evan.
So first we're gonna start with the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
We're rating it on a scale of 1 to 5 chickens.
5 chickens being the best and 1 chicken being the worst.
So we're gonna start with the Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's just chicken, obviously,
It
inside
has
the sandwich.
pickles too.
Yes.
So let's go. I think it's really good, but I find the bread to be a little dry.
Okay, I think it's perfect.
I think the chicken's a little dry here, you know?
And so I think I rate this 4 chickens out of 5 chickens.
I think that I rate it 3.2 chickens out of 5 chickens.
I'm gonna rate it a solid 4 out of 5 chickens. This was pretty schmack.
Okay, so we have the Popeyes here.
This is what it looks like.
And
Let's eat it.
I'll try it.
Yo, slow.
That's so good.
It's very crispy.
Yeah, it's crispy. The bread is nice and soft. I think I rate this a 4.5 out of 5 chickens.
I say that I give it 4.6 out of 5 chickens, only because I like the texture of the bread a lot more.
I'm gonna rate this a solid 6 out of 5 chickens. Popeyes is schmack. It's definitely better than Chick-fil-A. I think you should go try it.
You heard it here first. Popeyes, go get your Popeyes.
And that's about all the time we have for this week. So it's time to wrap things up and send you guys on your way.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of Friday Lightning.
Please feel free to continue sending us feedback and suggestions to our inbox.
And if you feel there's something missing from our broadcast, don't hesitate to let us know by sending us an email at schsfridaylightning@gmail.com.
With this weekend storm on its way, be sure to have a happy Friday and a safe weekend.
For Friday Lightning, I'm Olivia Deem.
And I'm Daryl Barnes. Stay warm, South Elgin.